Hey guys, I'm Beth.
I'm Izzy.
And we are the two co-founders of Spring the Agency. It is a stunning day here in London.
We've just been outside with our sunnies on.
So nice. Finally warming up. We've got our disco balls in the window, so everything's like looking really cute.
Bella, come in a minute.
Bella, come and show our disco balls. We love this.
And they give us the little spots.
So cute.
Orange.
We love spring.
Thanks, Bella.
This season is our favourite season. Today, we are going to be answering a few frequently asked questions.
Being flooded with questions.
People really want to know.
They want to know everything.
This is actually our first Q&A YouTube video we've done. We're doing like weeks in the life.
Yeah.
So you guys get a little behind the scenes on how we run this business.
And you can also ask any other questions, or if you want a different kind of video, you can let us know in the comments.
Yeah. So, getting started.
What's the first question?
First question, Izzy. What inspired you to start a social media agency?
Oh, that's a really good question. So, Beth and I, since we've known each other, have come up with multiple business
entrepreneurs
ideas.
at heart.
Many a business plan, many an idea across different things.
I feel like when we first met, I remember saying to you, I really want to have my own business one day. Yeah. And I wanted to be like a shop or something, and you were like, I really want to have my own business. Like, I remember that, like, way back when.
It's literally from, like, youngins, back in the day. The social media agency really, like, came from Beth, like, all by chance, and it kind of sums up, I think, us as a relationship as well, where it's like, you have the big ideas, and then I'm like, let's do it.
She's either like, let's do it, or like, calm down.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, on to the next thing, like, let's do this, I've got an amazing idea, like, let's go. And then Izzy's like, can we just like, do the other idea first? It's like, keeping me in line a bit.
Yeah.
But that's why we work so well together.
It is. We were so lucky with the way that it worked out, with it's like, Beth had gone freelance, she'd then come up with this idea to go freelance. I started helping her, and then we were like 2 weeks later had set up an agency, and it was prime lockdown time where everyone needed social media help, and it's like, that's the way your brain works.
Yeah. Well, I was basically working at ASOS before, and I fell into social media. Like, we both studied fashion branding at uni, and then my older sister's working for ASOS on the social media team. She ended up getting me a job there, like a freelance 6-week job, and I was like, cool, moved out to London. Just kind of fell into it, and then wasn't making enough money, started doing freelance, and then as Izzy said, that was kind of it. So never in my head would I be like, oh, we'll have a social media agency. Like, we're not those two people that are like really, we're passionate about that, like back in the day, like almost like against it.
Like, I remember,
like, I'm not gonna like fall into the crowd, but
I remember also like when you worked at ASOS, and I'd be posting things on Instagram, and I'd be like, what's the right dimensions you do again? Like, it's like we weren't those people that were like, we're gonna be influencers and we want to be in social. It just kind of happened.
It happened organically, and it snowballed. Okay, question number 2. What's the most memorable campaign that you've worked on so far? So we've got a couple of good ones. You liked Tomorrowland Winter.
I think
that was a key moment for us because it was early on.
Tomorrowland Winter for me, purely because of the one moment that I remember. The two of us were sat on a ski lift. It was like a Tuesday afternoon, and we were sat there with our skis on, and we were like looking around like, this is our job. Yeah. And we'd only been there for... We'd only started
was less than a year. I do actually think some of those earlier campaigns, we worked on the first ever TikTok live shopping event with Zara Larson. Yeah. And that was crazy because we got to see like the behind the scenes of how TikTok work in terms of running a broadcast live. And I was actually thinking when I was watching the Met Gala live, and I was like saying to my boyfriend, I was like, oh my god, I was like, I just know like behind the scenes, like what is going on, like how many people are working on this, and it was like amazing for us to see that backstage stuff happening, and like Izzy's there like putting products, like I was there, like Zara Larson's like singing in front of me.
It was streaming off the phone that I was holding.
We were like live posting stuff.
It's crazy.
The broadcast like didn't work at one point.
And you were like meshing it. Yeah. It's just like TikTok moving into doing big things like that.
Yeah,
so that
live
was like
had just started. This was like 3 years ago.
And that was like a live concert where it's like they had also, there were so many people from TikTok there where it was like all of the tech behind it. We all had to have briefings before.
It was crazy.
It was, and it's just crazy because at the time it was just us two, like
working from our living room. Like, what are we doing? What's the weirdest request or client pitch you've ever received?
That's a really good one.
Probably actually that one that we did in the US.
Oh,
and it was like weird vitamins for like women. Like,
your eyes?
Yeah, it was like vitamins for your eyes for like women over 50. And it's like not that weird, but it was just like very niche for us at the time, and we had to create like some paid ads for that. But we also did one for like IBS. Because I remember watching the videos and my boyfriend's like, what are you listening to? And it's like, here's 3 reasons like I managed to cure my IBS, or like I've got really bad stomach.
Yeah. I have diarrhea.
Yeah. Literally like that.
That was like such a learning and different thing.
Random, yeah.
Like their
different
whole
ways of
agency had a thing where like every time they come on Zoom they'd be in black and white.
Yes,
Remember?
that was so
and it was
random.
so random.
Just different ways of working. It's not that weird, it was just more niche. We're very much yes people, so like if someone asks us, we're like, sure, we can.
Because we're also weird people, so weird request is a good request for us.
We're fine about that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good one. If your agency had a theme song, what would it be?
You'd be good at answering this.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa! And don't feel good. Something cheery like that, because it's like all like smiles and like yellow and like fun.
I feel like it'd be something you could do like a good 2-step to.
Yeah, well that's how we dance anyway. We dance like dads, it's actually embarrassing. Yeah. Not that we go out to the club anymore, but like... What other song? It's something like smiley and fun and...
Yeah, good vibes.
Good vibes. What about it takes 2 to make a thing go right?
It takes 2 to make it out of sight.
Got Me Started by Troye Sivan.
Yeah, that's a good one. What's the funny social media trend you've seen emerge recently?
Okay, one that I've seen that I've been really enjoying is the White Boys Can't Dance.
Oh,
and have you not seen this? No. So basically it'll be like the partner would post it and then be like, White Boys Can't Dance, and then it would be their boyfriend or partner like dancing at a wedding or something, and it's always just like a white boy doing like the craziest dance in which you can imagine it. It's like the way like your dad's dance, or it's like your boyfriend, whatever, and it's like they're just so bad at dancing. But I've really enjoyed watching those.
Classic. What's your go-to
meme? What's your answer?
I don't know if this is like necessarily funny, but the one that just like jumps to my mind is just like girl dinner. Like I just think it's like such.
You are girl dinner.
I am girl dinner. Like I would have girl dinner every night of the week.
Yeah.
But I just think it was a movement.
You need a T-shirt that says
girl dinner. Like the other night, my boyfriend's literally like, "What did you have for dinner?" And I was like, "I literally had a fried egg on toast." And I was like, "That's what I eat when you're not here." I would live off like cocktail hour.
Yeah.
Forever. Just like snacks and wine and
I love it.
Drinks.
We should do that when we do these. If you guys ask questions.
Oh my god, we should have like cocktails and
wine
snacks.
Time.
When Izzy has a glass of wine, she will spill all of your secrets.
Anyone's secrets.
Anyone's secrets. You cannot trust her. Do not give her wine. Oh, this is a good one. Burnout is a common issue in small agencies. What do you do to prevent burnout amongst you and your team members? When we first started the agency, like it was obviously just me and Izzy, I was like on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
I've never seen her like that before.
I was literally like, this is not gonna work.
Yeah. We were learning.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing that we did, just got fucking organized.
Yeah.
We were like, this isn't working. How can we be more efficient in the way that we do stuff, the way we get stuff done? Complete our tasks, keep track of everything, and like since that moment we've just kind of like gotten better and better and better about like being organized, and we really try and like instill that on the team as well. So just like understanding like most efficient way of working, like keeping track of things, like making sure everybody's prioritizing the right things and like their workload isn't mental, and like not stressing people out because they have a lot to do on their list. Like you have to also be realistic about like what someone can complete in a day and not like put extra pressure on them.
I also think like communication is key, which actually also has taken us time to figure out, which is
just between us as well and the team.
Beth and I have known each other for so long that she will know instantly like if I'm stressed or like burnt out, and like vice versa. And it's like we want people to say, because it's like I will also do the same, where I'll say to Beth, like, I'm really overwhelmed by my list, and then we go through it together. We want people in our team to also do that too, where it's like, if you feel overwhelmed by your list, like, speak about it, because it's not just like, we also feel it.
We also keep each other accountable, like, if we're not, like, we've got our best practice rule book, And if neither of us, not that happens so often, are like abiding to that, like we will
call
also,
each
and
other
in the
out.
nicest way possible, like call each other out, be like, we're not doing it like this way. Because we're such good friends, we are able to say those kind of things to each other and have those honest conversations. I think if you have a business partner, like you have to be able to say that.
Communication is the thing. It's like if you're not going to say to your business partner that they're bothering you or something, then it's like a relationship.
You're a bitch.
Yeah. I find it really nice today.
How do you stay up to date with social media algorithms and trends? Great question. Extremely hard to do so, but you just have to be constantly aware of updates and actioning them. As an agency, we specialize in Instagram and TikTok, and like obviously like dipping into like YouTube and Threads and all those things, but you can't be all over everything at once, like especially as like a small team. But we do try and like, especially now, is like part of our strategy to be like more up to date on like algorithm changes and trends, and like being the experts and knowing what's happening, how we can use that like towards our clients, how we can advise people. But you constantly just need to be like sign up to newsletters, like following Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
I'll say it again.
I'm using
communication, because realistically, as one person, you can't keep up to date and know everything. So now it's like we've got a team. It's like we have these morning meetings, we talk through everything. But it's like, even if you're your own person and you're freelance, but you'll have other freelance connections, it's like speak to them and be like, what have you noticed about TikTok lately? Like, what have you seen that's going on? Because you can't as one person see everything.
We literally use all the apps like every single day, and we're also following the right people. And we have like Google alerts on, so like anything in like social media that happens, like we literally get like a daily alert. So technically like we are up to date on everything that's happening, but I will admit like sometimes there's certain things, because we're doing so much client work, that we literally can't do everything. Like my dreams also is like a bigger team, is to be able to like be on top of like every single new app and every single update, but the capacity is just not there. So we're like aware of everything, like whether we're using it or not, but I do think we can definitely improve on like being like more in the know, like the knowledge just like keep getting better and better.
I'm using it for sure.
What's the most unexpected part of running a social media agency that you've discovered?
I think, do you know what, for me, such a perk is because I'm running this with like my best friend. Aww. And it's like, well, but there's so many things like once a year we'll like always do a day in December where we go and like we reflect on everything
we do that every year. Actually, it's so nice.
Yeah,
if we don't do that like once a year, like we just would never do it. So we have I think we have 2 key dates in the year. One is like December, and we like literally sit and we're like, what went really well, what do we want to do next year, like what are our goals. And then we also have like a sort of spring summary one to literally be like, once we've done like our end of year accounts, be like, okay, like we've done it, we've done another year, like let's actually just celebrate, and like we just have like a really nice night out together and actually just like take time to like pat ourselves on the back because we never do that.
Like compliment each other and things. I remember it so well, like one time Beth was like, had said to me in our December one, and she was like, honestly, like the growth I've seen in you in the last year of what you've been able to do. And I was like, this is so special that we like have these things together, and we like work with each other so closely and see each other grow and help each other grow. Like to me, that is like the best thing that I could get out of it.
It's just like amazing. It's such a stressful job, I won't lie. But I do at the same time realize like what we've built. And we've literally created jobs for ourselves. Like we work in like marketing, and we get to do incredible stuff. Like work with incredible clients. Like we've been able to travel. And sometimes your job, like obviously like we're running a business, but like it's literally at the end of the day, it's like filming TikTok videos, Instagram videos, and like just realizing like nobody is gonna die if this video doesn't go out. But we're able to do this like day to day. Like sometimes look at other people's jobs, I'm like, I'm so incredibly lucky. Like, even somebody like works in like the NHS, I'm like, I cannot complain about my job because they work so hard. You just realize like what we basically created like our dream jobs.
I can go home and work for a week. Like we work in Spain. Like we've worked in so many places.
We're incredibly lucky to build this.
We do like take those times all the time to feel lucky. Like whenever we do something cool, I feel like we're always like, this is amazing.
This is amazing. Time to reflect.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, let us know.
Yeah.
As you can see, we love to chat.